There she is.
Good morning. I gotta step out over my stuff here.
You got all your stuff piled in the door there.
Yes.
So what are you doing?
Oh my, it's cold out here. I'm gonna do my workout this morning before it rains.
So we had a very blustery day. We had rain, we had sleet, snow. But Kim is going to do her morning ritual. And she's going to show you just exactly what she does to stay in the magnificent shape that she is. Now you feel like you have to work out, don't you?
Oh, it's an addiction to me because I choose to be addicted to something that's good for me as opposed to something that's bad for me. This is my coping mechanism. This is how I relieve stress. This is how I feel good. This is how I keep in shape for all the things that we do on our traveling. This is just mentally and physically the very best thing I can do for myself.
Now, what would you say to those people who feel that living in a van wouldn't allow them to be able to exercise properly in the way that you do?
Basically, it's all up here. Is it hard to come out here when it's cold and there's snow on the mountain? Well, yeah, it is. But I have 2 leggings, a shirt and 2 jackets and a beanie and mittens, and I'm fine. Once you get your heart rate up, you're gonna be fine. It's your mind will play games with you. And to me, staying in shape is far more important than the discomfort of being cold when I first come out here, because once I get my heart rate up, I'm gonna get warm. So to me, I just make it happen because it's important to me.
Yeah.
So this is a new program I'm doing, and it requires this track that I have to put on this door, and luckily the van is tall enough for me to do this, because usually this is done at a door in your home.
So you found a way to make this device that is normally used on an interior door in a house, and you found a way to make it work on the door of your van here.
Yes.
Well, that's pretty ingenious.
Yes, and it's and if the van wasn't tall enough, I would have figured out a way to make it work, because this is just me. I would have figured it out. But
So what you're saying is that the only limitations that you have is just what you put inside your mind.
yes, it is. You can do this. Oops, this is a little crooked.
So you're going to straighten that out.
There we go. Yeah, it's definitely all in your own mind what you allow yourself to or to not do.
So if a person doesn't do this, then it's their own making.
Yes.
Because it is possible.
It is quite possible.
Because you've been doing this for years now.
I have.
This isn't something that you just started. And you've exercised in the heat, in the desert, the snow,
Yeah.
in pouring rain, in all conditions of extreme heat and extreme cold, and you've been out there every single morning doing this.
I do what it takes.
So there is no excuses.
No.
No. There is no
There's
excuses.
0 excuses. You just can't let your mind take control of your health.
Now people would
bad
say there's not enough room for this equipment in this van, but
Yes, there is.
again, you've proven
make it.
that wrong, that you have found a place that does not crowd you and make the van unlivable because you're so crowded.
Yep. So anyway, this is another part of the equipment for this program that I'm doing, but because it's windy, I have to make a little nest for this ball This is a core ball, and there's different parts throughout the workout that I'll be having to use this, but not through the whole thing. So while I'm not using it, I have to put it in its little nest so it doesn't roll away.
So you found a way to keep that from rolling away.
Yes.
So any obstacle that has come up in your way, you found a way around.
Yep.
There is absolutely no excuse, is there?
None. All right, now I gotta get my step to put my iPad on because my iPad is how I watch the video.
Okay.
So I
So
know what I'm doing, what workout I'm doing.
so in our cargo box, we've got the fire pit, the propane tank, the leveling blocks. She's got an exercise mat, and then now you've got a step here.
Got a step. In some programs, I actually use the step to step on, but in most times I'm just using it to put the iPad on to so I watch the video of what I'm doing, and then I always put a towel here so if the iPad falls down I don't crack the screen.
Now what program are you using for your exercising?
Beachbody On Demand.
Beachbody On Demand.
It is awesome. You have access to multiple trainers and multiple workouts, so you can choose your fitness level, what you like, whether it's weightlifting, cardio, and you can choose the trainer that you like or use multiple trainers, and each trainer has many different programs, so it's endless what you can do.
How much does it cost?
$99 a year, and that's all.
$99 a year for
That's
unlimited
awesome.
access.
And I can do this anywhere I go. Anywhere I go.
You've obviously proven that, because look at where you're at. You're in this campground. Now, some people might say, how do you feel about people seeing you exercising when you're at a casino or something like that? Or
Well, this is another thing you got to get out of your head. You have to get out of your head that people are watching you, because you'll never see those people again, ever. And this is important to my life. That matters to me. So I'm going to do it. And if they watch me, or if they see me, or if they're going to walk their dog past my campsite, then that's okay. And come join me if you want, you know.
so these people, they might think you're a little crazy, but I also think that they might envy you a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
That you have the guts to be able to do something like this, and you have the intestinal fortitude to do something like this in your life and make something like this possible.
I'm starting my workout. Yes. And hopefully that'll encourage them to maybe, you know, exercise themselves. And it's, you know, I just try to look at it as a very positive thing and never a negative thing.
So by this video, you're trying to encourage people to overcome their mental obstacles, because as we said, your only obstacle is what you put in your head. You have proven, look at all this, you have proven that the only obstacle is what you place inside your head.
You're your worst own enemy, and you can change that. You can realize that exercise is important to your health and your mind. It relieves stress. It makes you happy. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel strong. There's only positives to it. And I can't live without it. I wouldn't live without it. I'm not going to live without it. I'm just getting everything set up, so. All right.
So you've got everything all queued up.
I got everything I
You
need.
got it on pause. You've downloaded this workouts in advance, so that if you are in an area without cell service or Wi-Fi, it's already on the iPad. Beachbody On Demand allows you to pre-download videos, and that way you have, again, no excuse.
Right. If you don't have any cell service, then you can still push play because you've downloaded it onto your iPad.
There is no
There
excuse,
is-
is
There
there?
is absolutely none.
That is the theme of this video. There is no excuse. And I think that that's the theme of our life too, don't you think, Kim? That there is no excuse, that if you crave this freedom and you crave the life, then you make it happen. And that's exactly what we've done.
Well, I'm gonna get it started so I can warm up, and then we'll show you how we did it.
Okay. All right. You go, girl.
All